Okay, the problem is rotate string. Here, two strings are given, ace and goal. We have to return true if and only if like ace can become goal after some number of shifts or rotation. So shift means like leftmost character of ace go to the rightmost character, rightmost position. Not character, rightmost position. Like if it is A B C D, A will comes at the end, and others will shift to the left. See here, like leftmost character of string comes to the rightmost character. This is the name. Like A is the leftmost, it comes to the rightmost. Okay, fine. Yes, this is the example. Yes, understand the question. Before that, see the constraints. Constraints are S and goal are all the lowercase. This is fine, good thing. And length is 1 and between 1 and 100. So we can apply with procedure and it will pass. So let's see what we could do. Assume this is my S and this is my goal. Okay. So I have to simply checking like whether it is matching or not. What I can do, like I can initialize I and J. So I assume this is my I and this is my J. And right now I equals to 0, J equals to 0. Now I have to compare like whether these two are matching or not. Matching, not matching. Increase the value of J. I can't change I right now. Increase the value of J. Okay. So now J becomes here. So J becomes 1 and I will stay as well 0. Now it is matching? Yes, it is matching. So if it is matching, made that I move the I one place, also move the J one place. Like it's matching now. So let's check for it may possibly all are matching. So let's move it. So I becomes 1 and J becomes 2. See this thing right now again it is a match, a good thing. Again it's a match. Let's move I. Let's move I and it becomes C. Now if I move the J, it is at D position, right? So right now is it matching? No, it is not matching right now. Okay, let's increase as well. Like I becomes 2 and J becomes 3. It is not matching, right? So whenever it is not matching, just put it back. Just put it back to the original I to original space. This one. And again, now let's check. Like now it could be like here from starting from here it is matching. It could be possibility. Like right now again check with this thing, like whether it is matching or not. Now should I put the back J with the original space like earlier it was a 1? Should I put that back to 2? No need because you already checked like it is not matching. Like this is are not matching. Like if it is matched then it will be a continuous match. And I have to again put back to here. And I put back to the differences because every time I have to increment. It will be I have to use the loop. So you have to handle the condition. If you adjust the condition, it's fine. You don't have to negative. Right now, I am just pushing back one element. Like I'm putting back to 0 and pushing back the just one place back, not every place back. Now again, I have to check. Like now it will by default I put back to 2 and it will again increase by default by 3. So it will automatically come at the same place at the thick place. Now should I check like whether these two are matching or not? Like these two are matching or not? Yes, it is matching. No, sorry, no, it is not matching. So again, I should be same and J have to increase. So J becomes 4. J becomes 4. So J becomes 4. So now is it matching? Yes, it is matching. So now it will I will be here and BJ will be here. Again it is matching. So yes it is matching. So I is right now 1 and I will be at the 1st place and J will be at the 5th place right now. Okay. So J will be at the 5th place. I is at the first one index. So first index. So it is fine. So right now again I have to increase again 2 and if you can see. Now you will say like now J is out of bound. What I could do? Is it possible like uh, how could you check? How could you go back? Should I again move back to that seat? Like J, whenever J becomes out of bounds, should I put back to 0? Yes, you can do. Obviously, you can do. The thing is like you can put whenever you can write a condition like if j equals to the length of m, then obviously j equals to 0. You can put it back. But the most thing, there is one nice thing is there. One really nice thing is there. Even if my j equals to 6, j equals to 6 right now, right? 6 is what? 6 is actually zeroth place, right? What is the length of the string? If you notice the length of the string, it is 6. So I can do simply modulo operation. Simple modulo operation of n, which is 6 in this case. So it becomes 0, right? So it becomes 6 modulo 6, 0. Even if when it becomes 7, 7 modulo n is 1. So I can do the simple modulo and I get by the actual index. So this is a nice thing actually. I love this kind of thing. So that's why I am using this modulo. You can use this thing as well, but I am using this modulo operator. So j will be at 6. Okay. So let's see. 6 modulo is what? 6. 6 place. 6 is nothing but 0th place. So is it matching? Let I is a second place and 0th place, is it matching? Yes, they are matching. So j becomes 7. J will become 7. 7 is what? First place. And I will become what? I will become 3. Just move it. I'm not moving j for now. So let's see. We can see like it will show on and everything will be matched. And whenever I hits the end, like I whenever I is greater or equals to m, I can break the loop or break or return true whatever I want. Okay, return true. Like it is matching. That's why I comes to the end. If it is not matched, then I have to return I to the 0th position. Right. So this is how we have to check. Okay. So let's try to code it. Like let's find the pseudocode. So initially again the same case will be there like what I did earlier. Like this case will be the same. uh, Finding the length, it will be the same. Copy. See, so it will be the same. So here one thing is required, like one another length is actually required. M equals to like goal dot length. You can understand why? Because length, let me tell you why. If it is not matched, let's see, it is a C. Okay. So it is, if it is a C, so at the end J will come to the end, right? J will come to the end, and the end, if it is cross the end, that means what? There is no match at all. Like we start, if let's say J is here at the end, like 6, 7, whatever, 6, 7, whatever it is. Like see, I've checked from here, and at the some point of time it should start matching, right? And it could start matching from in this place or start matching from in this place. So it is start matching, and after some time it breaks. Okay, if it is break, then means one that it is not possible like any of the place will be have the same length. For an example, if my change then this thing as make this thing as b, so it is a b c, then a, then what should be? It should be the b, right? It should be b, but instead of b I just put it as e, right? So whenever my it was matching here, not matching matched, then I tried this one not match. So I again and remove that, matching this one not matching, matching this one, yes it is matching. Whenever this one is matching, then I will say this one is also matching, and this one is also matching, this one is also matching. Good thing. But whenever it is matching here, then what? It is not matched. Like it is not going to match anything. Okay, so it is not possible like we can get another thing, then j is out of loop, so we don't have to check that thing. So that's why if it is j out of loop, we don't need to say like it is a possible or not. So that's why we will not check, like it is not possible. If whenever j is out of the loop, then it is not possible that anything is matched. Like you can check this one, it is not matching. So at the end, whenever before j goes out of the index, like before j cross its own length, it should start matching with the any of the pattern. Okay, any of this pattern, any of the pattern. So there should be one pattern that should match. So it is not matching means it will never match. Okay, so back to the algorithm our. So let me, if I, as I checked, I have to store all the length. Now let me rewrite from the beginning. So thing is what I told you, that n is equals to s dot length. Okay, and aim will be my goal dot length. Okay. Now I have to initialize I and j. So let me initialize j first. So j equals to 0. Okay. So every time I iterate, like I should be 0 again. So while I have to check while j equals to 0. So while I have to check while j is actually less than m. Okay. That many times I have to iterate. So I have to iterate what? So every time j, like I will initialize I equals to 0 here. You will understand why. I equals to 0. And if it is matching, then I have to start comparing. Like if it is matching, if it is matching, I have to start comparing, right? So I assume that it will match. I'm assuming it will match. Okay. So what I will do simply, I will simply write like this one. Like while I'm assuming it will match. While I is less than n, it will match. Now if it is matching, if uh, if it is matching, what you say? If like my ace of I is matching with goal of j. What I am doing actually, I am doing just increase both of them, like I plus plus and j plus plus, right? This is simply as that. So if it is matching, so if it is not matching, okay. So if it is not matching, so I will do what? I will do nothing. Like I will do nothing. If it is not matching, so what I should do? I'll just break the loop. Like this is a loop, right? This is a loop. This is a loop, right? So if it is not matching, just try to compare. Just stop it. Just stop it. So I will do what? I will do. I will do here. If it is matching, this is the case. Else break. Else I have to break. So before breaking, I have to increment the j as well, right? Here I have to increment the j plus plus. Correct, j plus plus. So this thing is important. Like see here, I'm here also doing j plus plus. Say some point of time, let's say these two are matching. As I told you, like earlier, like these one, when it was a b, first thing these two are matching, right? This one and this one is matching. And if I do that j that time, if it is matched, then I becomes here and j becomes at the dth position, right? D position. So in this point of j, if I don't do anything, so let me show you what I am saying. Like my here it is my j, right? This is j and this is my j. This is I and this is j. Okay. At the next iteration I will, if I don't, let's see here j plus plus and I plus plus, and here to here I came, and here to here it j came. So now it is not matching. Now I will go to 0 at next iteration, like whenever j start the j, so then when I will 0. But in this position, there could be a possibility that my string could start matching from here, right? There is a possibility my string could starting from here. So in that case, what I will do simply, I will just put this, what I saw, like I will, but if I don't remove my j, if I decrease my j plus plus will happen here, and j will become this. So I will totally skip this checking, like A and D, this checking I'm totally skipping. But for this reason, I have to do what? I have to decrease the J. I have to decrease the J here. Before breaking, I have to decrease this as well. So what I have to do here is J minus minus, J minus minus, and break. I'll do that. After that, I will do J++. I guess you understand why I am doing that. Okay. And after that, I will do simply J++ on the outer loop. J++. Oh, and another thing. Should I check like if it is what if my J++? Okay. Now consider one case. What if there is a match? So I have to check if it is a match or not. If how could I check? Like if my I was initialized with 0, so if if my if my I equals to what is called here it is called m, right? So I is n. So if I equals to my n, that means I come at this place. At this place I becomes here. So in this case, that means what? I already found a match. That's why my I comes out of my index. So if I equals to n, then simply return true. Return true. And what if I didn't get I? So at the end of my while loop, so I end of my while loop, I reach the end of my while loop. That means what? I didn't get a single match. Why it returned true. So I'll simply return false here. I come back, return from the while loop. I didn't get anything. Return false. Okay, as simple as that. So here I missed one check. Like if m not equals to n, I have to return. Right. This check I have missed. If m not equals to n, then also return false. Return false. Okay, this is a whole pseudo code. I will give this Python code on GitHub. I'm not giving the Python code yet just because it will take time actually. It will take more time. Obviously, the video is too long. So this is the one case. Okay, let's move to the, okay, let's talk about the time complexity and space complexity here. Here I am iterating again. If it is a match, it may take big of n time, right? And this is also may take big of n time. Okay, big of n or m, whatever the thing is. Like here it is both. It should be the same. Like it doesn't matter because if it is not equals to, then it will obviously it will return. And I'm using m and n different places just for my sake. Like I using I for ace and j for goal. So that's why I'm using m and n. So ideally m and n actually equals, so you can directly use n as well. So as your wish. So whatever I'm saying, like it is big of n, and this outer loop is also big of n. So total time complexity will be big of n square. Okay. So let me write this loop. This is big of n, and this is also big of n. So time complexity will be big of n square. And not in the space complexity. Did you use any extra space? No, we are using indexing. So this will be big of 1. So earlier it was big of n square and big of n. Now we reduce the space complexity big of 1, big of n square. So let's see what we could do. Like in the next step, what we could do. So now we need to optimize the solution. Optimize the solution. How could we do? Let's follow the next approach. Okay. So in this approach, let's see how can we do this actual thing. So first, let's take an example. So A, B, C, D. Okay. So if my array is rotated, let's say C, D, A, B. Okay, and take an invalid example. This is a valid one and invalid one. NV. D, C, A, B. Now see one thing. If I add the same thing like C, D, A, B, if I add the same index like here, like same string, like C, D, A, B, I'm adding this. It will become C, D, A, B, then C, D, A, B. Now if I do the same thing here, like it will be D, C, A, B and D, C, A, B. So if this is the case, now see this pattern is present here, A, B, C, D. But here A, B, then D. So there is no pattern present. So it doesn't matter how much you rotate. The thing is, if you rotate, like let's say A, B, C, or D, if I rotate a single time, it should be E, A, sorry, I'm doing the wrong thing, like B, C, D, E, A, right? So if you notice, if I add the same string at the bottom, it becomes what? Again B, C, D, E, A. So the thing is, wherever it ends, and after that, it again the rest of the string starts. Like if it is at the A is at the end, rest of the string will start from beginning, isn't it? The same order. So that is the case. Like A, B, C, D, E. Here also, my bad, it should be C. So the same pattern is present. Like here also, like A, B, C, D, E. Up to this it is present. So if we concatenate the same goal, and we can see, like, see here, we can get the extra thing. So now this pattern, if I check if it is um, similar or not, uh, that means this string is exist in the, it's a part of substring of this new goal. So then that time I can find out, yes, it is a part of that. Then we can say it's true. As simple as that. So again, we have to check the thing, like this thing. So if my first check, like is dot length equals to not equals to goal dot length, then what, always it is return true, so return false, return false, right? So what if it is same? So now what I said, a new goal will be new new goal will be like goal plus goal, goal plus goal. This is my new goal. What I have to return, uh, I don't know what is the actual string, actual command for each and every language. So I have to return what? I have to simply return, like inside the new goal, I have to find my actual string, right? Inside the new goal, I have to find, if it is my ace is present inside the new goal, then return true. If it is not present, then return false. Simple. So this is the simplest and the most optimal solution is this. And what is the time complexity? It will take string concatenation, right? String concatenation takes, if it is a one string is length of m and s2 is string length of n, string concatenation takes big of m plus n time. As it is a both of size n, so it is a big of n time, okay? And what you are doing here, you are searching the substring of the actual string, given a string, is it a part of a substring of our new goal, right? So string finding, a string comparison, okay, this will take big of in the minimum. Like if you use a inbuilt method, it will be optimized, like they will use KMP algorithm, like that we can discuss KMP in other videos. So in that is a very good algorithm actually to compare two string, and within, like, not if you compare in any other way, it will take n square of time, but KMP gives you m plus n time for comparison. So we'll discuss that later, but this will gives you big of n time, okay? The total time complexity will be big of n. And space complexity, see, we are taking extra space, new goal plus goal, so it will be extra space, so 2n, so it will be big of n. So but you can see in the fast approach we are taking big of n success complexity, but second approach is reduce the stress complexity. Okay, so in that case, we can say like this is much better compared to the first approach. But here we are taking like big O of only extra space, and if it is a string, you can consider this as a big O of one. Like string doesn't take that much of string, so it is a big O of one. We can consider. Irrespective of character, it is a big O of one, but as it is a string, it is a big O of one time complexity. But space complexity. But time complexity is like big O of n. So it is much better than a previous approach. So this is our optimal approach. This is the optimal approach. Okay, this is the optimal approach. So this is the code, and I will need the code. If I give to give this code, this is I guess very easy code. This same thing you have to do. Let me share the code as well in Python. Just two line of code. So this is the code actually. So as you see, the same thing, nothing fancy, like just checking the length. If it is written, it is false. Otherwise, if it is like Python, we can check it. I can directly write goal plus goal. So if it is present in the goal plus goal, I return true. Otherwise, return false. Simple as that. So this is the thing. So that's all. And as always, if you find any mistake, please comment me. I will also rectify that mistake. And if you find any good video on these, also ping me so that I can also learn that another better approach. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.